Good morning to all. So in last class we discussed about the chemical properties of haloalkanes. So now we discuss about some important topics, very important for regular as well as competitive track also. So this is the theory part. Based on this theory, next we discuss about the important mechanism, SN1 and SN2 mechanism. According to board syllabus, out of these two mechanisms, so must and should one mechanism will come in annual examination. So that's why this topic is very important. So first we discuss this topic, optical isomerism. Now we discuss about optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. So isomerism already we learn in first PSC. Isomerism topic already we learn in first PSC. So isomerism means same molecular formula but different, maybe structure, maybe chain, maybe functional group, maybe attached atom, like that. So in this case, in optical isomerism, so two or more compounds are having same molecular formula but differ in the direction of the rotation of the plane polarized light. Plane polarized light are called optical isomers and the phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Once again that definition. So two or more compounds having two or more compounds having two or more compounds having same molecular formula but differ in the direction of the differ in the direction of the rotation of plane polarized light are called optical isomers and this phenomena is called optical isomerism. So this is the definition of optical isomerism. Once again, two or more compounds having the same molecular formula. So up to this one, this sentence belongs to isomerism. So optical isomerism means these two compounds differ in the direction of rotation of, this is important, plane polarized light. So what is the meaning of plane polarized light? So both compounds having same molecular formula but differ in the plane polarized light rotation. That two compounds exhibit optical isomerism property. This is the definition of optical isomerism. So first we discuss about how to prepare plane polarized light. How to prepare? First we discuss. So Already we know ordinary light. Ordinary light. A beam of ordinary light having electromagnetic waves and it vibrates in all directions. Direction is nothing but all planes. Suppose if you take normal light means sunlight or tube light. So any one of the light, that means ordinary light. This ordinary light, what are the sources of ordinary light is? One is sun, another one is electrical bulb. So this light is a electromagnetic waves. It is a combination of electromagnetic waves. Already you learn in physics electric field is also there, magnetic field is also there. So it vibrates in all directions, nothing but all planes, ordinary light. What is the meaning of all directions means? This is the light particle. This light particle travel in all directions. All directions means x-axis and y-axis and z-axis, in all directions. This is the ordinary light. This is ordinary light. This is the light particle. Ordinary light particles are traveled in all directions. In every direction it will be traveled. That is called ordinary light. But we want plain polarized light. So if you want plain polarized light, what to do? So this ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism. This ordinary light. So this is the ordinary light. Ordinary light means it is a travel in all directions. This one. This is the ordinary light. This light is passed through the Nicol prism. Nicol prism, it is nothing but calcium carbonate. Nothing but calcium carbonate. Whenever ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism, then it is converted to plain polarized light. Plain polarized light means light is travel only in one plane. This is the PPL, plain polarized light. So the difference is ordinary light and plain polarized light. In ordinary light, that light is travel in all directions, x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. But in the case of plain polarized light is travel in only one direction. One direction means maybe x-axis, maybe y-axis, maybe z-axis. Only one plane. But ordinary light vibrates in all planes. That is the difference between the ordinary light and plain polarized light. So now we discuss plain polarized light. Definition. Now we discuss plain polarized light definition. So in the case of plain polarized light, what is the definition of plain polarized light? Plain polarized light. So PPL, shortcut PPL. What is the PPL? The light whose vibrating occur only in one plane is called plain polarized light. So this is the definition of plane polarized light. So plane polarized light means the light whose vibrating occur only in one plane. One plane means only one direction. That means maybe x-axis, maybe y-axis, maybe z-axis. That is called plane polarized light. Plane polarized light. So now we discuss about optically active substance. Nothing but optical isomerism. Optically active substance. Optically active substance, otherwise optical activity, both are same. So the first we discuss about the definition. What is the definition of optically active substance? Means the substance which can rotate plane polarized light, shortcut PPL, plane polarized light, towards right side or left side. Right side or left side are called optically active substances. Optically active substance. This property is called optical activity. So this is the definition of optically active substance. Once again we discuss the substance which can rotate PPL towards the right side or left side. PPL means plane polarized light. So plane polarized light rotate any direction, right side rotation or left side rotation. Which compound rotate plane polarized light? That compound is called optically active substance. Suppose that compound cannot be able to rotate plane polarized light, that is not a optically active, that is optically inactive substance. Suppose any one of the substance becomes a optically active, or any one of the substance exhibit optical isomerism. What is the condition? So that substance must and should rotate the plane polarized light in right side or left side rotation. Then only that compound exhibit optical isomerism, that is called optically active substance. So it is taken in diagrammatically. First we are taking the ordinary light. This is the ordinary light. That means all direction. Ordinary light. This ordinary light we can pass it through, what is that one? Nicol prism. Whenever ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, then we can get what type of light? Plane polarized light. Plane polarized light means, for easy to understanding, we are taking the y-axis. Only one plane, y plane. So plane polarized light. This plane polarized light is passed through the substance. This is one tube. In this tube, so we are taking the organic compound, any one of the compound. Organic compound. This is called sample tube. So this is the substance, any one of the substance. For example, glucose solution. For example, fructose solution. Suppose glucose solution. Glucose is an optically active substance or inactive substance. How to decide means by using this definition. So through that glucose solution, we can pass plane polarized light. So If that glucose solution rotate the plane polarized light either right side or left side, then that glucose solution exhibit optical activity property like that. So this is the sample tube. In that sample tube, which compound we can decide at the optically active, that compound is taken in sample tube. So after that, suppose then this is the direction of the plane polarized light. It is taken in dotted direction. Suppose if this compound is optically active, this plane polarized light rotation must and should change. For example, we can take like that. That means this is the direction of the plane polarized light. Whenever this light is passed through the sample tube, so then this direction will be like this. That means rotation, right side rotation is possible. So in this case, this is the analyzer. It is observed by analyzer. So this is the right side or left side rotation. Then we can decide that this organic compound is an optically active substance. So once again we discuss startingly. So what is the first one? Optical isomerism. Yes or no? Optical isomerism. What is the definition? Two or more compounds having the same molecular formula but differ in the direction of the rotation of the plane polarized light are called optical isomers. This phenomena is called optical isomerism. So first we discuss about the plane polarized light. So generally what is the meaning of plane polarized light means? Ordinary light. Ordinary light means what are the sources? Sun or tube light. So that light is having the electromagnetic waves and it vibrates in all directions, all planes like that. In all directions it will vibrate. So it is converted to plane polarized light because we want plane polarized light for the analysis of optical isomerism. How to prepare? Ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism. Then after that it is converted to plane polarized light. Plane polarized light means that light is travel only one plane or one direction like that. So PPL definition. PPL, the light whose vibrating occur only in one plane is called plane polarized light. So optically active substance, the substance which can rotate plane polarized light towards right side or left side are called optically active substance. This property is called optical activity. It is taken in diagram. Ordinary light, it is passed through the Nicol prism. It is converted to plane polarized light. This plane polarized light is traveled to sample tube. In this sample tube we can take the substance, suppose glucose or fructose or lactic acid, like the different substances are there. So if this solution or substance organic compound rotate the plane polarized light either right side or left side, then we can get this is the optically active substance. Now we discuss about another definition. Suppose if organic compound rotate the plane polarized light in right side direction only, what that is called dextrorotatory compounds. Suppose organic compound rotate plane polarized light in left side direction, in left side, this is this one, left side, like this, left side direction, that is called levorotatory compounds. Now we can discuss. So dextrorotatory compounds. So two side, right side rotation, left side rotations are possible. Based on these rotations, again classified into two types. What is the first one? Dextrorotatory compounds. Dextrorotatory compound. What is the definition of dextrorotatory compound? The compounds which can rotate which can rotate the plane polarized light, that means PPL. Shortly we can take it as PPL, plane polarized light, to the right side. To the right side. Right side. So right side means clockwise direction. Clockwise direction are called dextro-rotatory compounds. Dextro-rotatory compounds. This one. So, based on this one, this definition, what is the dextro-rotatory compounds? The compounds which can rotate plane polarized light to the right side. Right side only it can be rotate. So, for example, it is taken in diagrammatically. So, this is the plane polarized light. This is the plane polarized light. Plane polarized means it will travel only in one direction. PL, plane polarized light. This is the sample tube. In this sample tube, for example, suppose now we can take as a lactic acid. Lactic acid solution we are taken in sample tube. Lactic acid solution we are taking. If lactic acid belongs to optically active substance, must and should plane polarized light is rotate any one of the direction, right side or left side. So this one, whenever PPL is passed through the lactic acid solution, if this plane polarized light rotate in right side or clockwise rotation like that. This is the clockwise. Actually, this is the direction of the PPL. Whenever lactic acid solution is passed through the PPL, it will be rotate like that. Right side rotation or clockwise direction, and also clockwise direction, both are same. So this is called dextro rotation. According to definition, this is taken as dextro rotation. So this dextro rotation, it is also represented by separately. Dextro rotation is represented by important small d or plus will be represented by D-lactic acid or plus lactic acid. So in this case, so D-lactic acid, what is the meaning of D? Small d only, not capital D. So small d means dextro rotation. Dextro rotation means PPL rotate in clockwise direction. Similar meaning we can apply to the plus charge also. This is not charge, just direction, symbol only, plus lactic acid. So similarly, suppose if plane polarized light is rotated towards anti-clockwise direction, that is called levorotatory compounds. Levorotatory compounds. What is the definition of dextro? Compounds which can rotate the plane polarized light to the right side. This is important. Right side, nothing but clockwise direction. Yes or no? So in the case of levorotatory, so the compounds which can rotate the plane polarized light to the only one change, left side means this is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. Left side means anti-clockwise direction. anti-clockwise direction. So that type of compounds are called levorotatory compounds. Levorotatory compounds. So now it is taken in diagrammatically. So same. So this is the PPL, plane polarized light. PPL. So this plane polarized light, it is passed through the any one of the solution. For example, lactic acid solution. If lactic acid solution, this plane polarized light direction, if it will be rotated towards left side or anti-clockwise direction. Actual direction is this one plane polarized light. Whenever it is passed through the lactic acid, if lactic acid rotates the plane polarized light towards left side or anti-clockwise direction, this is anti-clockwise direction. So this type of rotation is taken as levorotation. So levorotation, it was represented by so small l or negative minus. Suppose the lactic acid rotates the plane polarized light towards anti-clockwise direction. That's why it is taken as how to represent small l lactic acid or minus negative lactic acid. So like that. This is the levorotatory compounds. Levorotatory compounds definition once again. The compounds so which can rotate the plane polarized light to the right side. Here left side. Levorotatory left side barutte, dextrorotatory right side barutte. That type of compounds are called levorotatory compounds. So it was represented by small l or negative. This is the levorotatory compounds. So next we will go to the next definition, continuation topic. So chiral carbon. Next one, chiral carbon. Chiral carbon, another name is also there, that is asymmetric carbon. Another name is also there, stereo center. So any one of the name we can use, asymmetric carbon or stereo center or chiral carbon. So chiral carbon, generally carbon forms how many bonds? 4 bonds. Yes or no? 4 bonds. So suppose if carbon having 4 different groups or atoms, that carbon is called chiral carbon. Suppose this is the carbon. One bond is filled with one hydrogen, another bond is filled with another CH3, different groups, and a third bond is filled with any other group, COOH. Next one, another fourth bond is filled with OH. Then this carbon is a chiral carbon. So chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon, stereo center means, so carbon atom which is bonded to the 4 different atoms. The carbon which is bonded, this is the carbon, this carbon which is bonded to the 4 different atoms or groups, that carbon is taken as chiral carbon. This is one group is different, second group is different, third group is different, fourth group is also different. So 4 different groups are attached to this carbon. This carbon is the chiral carbon. So what is the meaning of chiral carbon? Chiral carbon meaning, so what is that one? The carbon atom which is the carbon atom which is bonded to four different atoms, or four different groups in a molecule. So is called chiral molecule. That carbon is called chiral molecule, and that carbon is chiral carbon. So chiral carbon, this one. Okay, I understood. Chiral carbon means four different atoms or groups are attached to one carbon in a molecule. That is called chiral carbon. That molecule is chiral molecule. Like that. So next one, last definition, plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry. What is the meaning of symmetry? Generally, symmetry means equal. What is the meaning? Equal. So, plane of symmetry means, suppose if you take any one of the molecule, that molecule is divided into two identical parts by drawing an imaginary line, then that molecule is having plane of symmetry. For example, first we discuss about the example. This is the molecule COOH, bond C, bond COOH. So here OH, here also OH, here H, here H. This is the tartaric acid molecule. What is this name? Tartaric acid molecule. In this molecule, this is the total molecule, tartaric acid. In this molecule, you draw an imaginary line in any direction, in any place. So now I will draw an imaginary line. Here. Here I draw an imaginary line. This is the imaginary line. So whenever we can draw this imaginary line, this molecule is divided into two equal parts. How to decide equal parts? This carbon, COOH. This side OH, this side here also OH. Here hydrogen, here also hydrogen. Two equal parts. Then this molecule having plane of symmetry. This is one plane. This imaginary line is nothing but a plane. This plane divides two equal parts. That's why plane of symmetry. Now we discuss about the definition of plane of symmetry. By drawing an imaginary line, an imaginary line, if the molecule can be divided into two equal parts, equal or identical, two identical parts, then it is called a symmetrical molecule. Then it is called a symmetrical molecule, and it is called, and it having plane of symmetry. So chiral carbon, this is the chiral carbon definition. So chiral, this one, chiral carbon. Chiral carbon, what is the another name? Asymmetric carbon or stereo center. What is the example? Easy to understand this example. Generally carbon forms 4 bonds. These 4 bonds are filled with 4 different atoms or groups. That carbon is chiral carbon, that molecule is chiral molecule, like that. So plane of symmetry. So by drawing an imaginary line, if the molecule can be divided into the 2 equal parts, then it is called symmetrical molecule, that is having plane of symmetry. So what is the first definition? Optical isomerism. This is the first one, optical isomerism. So optical isomerism. So this is the definition. Now next we discuss plane polarized light. Ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism, then we can get the plane polarized light. Next, based on this plane polarized light, we discuss about the definition of plane polarized light. The light whose vibrating occur only in one plane, that is called plane polarized light. Based on this one, we define the optically active substance. Optically active means must and should can rotate plane polarized light or right side or left side. That is called optically active. It is taken in diagrammatically, very easy to understand. So plane polarized light passed through the glucose solution, it will be rotate. That is called optically active substance. Suppose if it rotate right side, that is separately we are called dextrorotatory compounds. Dextro means right side. So similarly, so levorotatory. So dextrorotatory is represented by Dr plus. So levorotatory, left side rotation, that is called anti-clockwise direction. It is represented by small l or negative charge. So after that we will go to the chiral carbon and plane of symmetry. So very important for regular as well as competitive track is also based on these definitions. So in competitive track they are asked some application questions. So next topic is also there. So next class I will be discussing. Thank you.